change is something na we cannot ever escape. The only thing we can do is know how to deal with it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gam Confidence Radio.
Hello, mga madam! Coming at you live from, hindi actually live, not live guys, pre-recorded. But yes, magkahiwalay pa rin kami ng kontinente ni Madam Rizza. It is 8 something from where I am. Sa'yo, madam. Anong oras
Dito,
dyan?
it's 2:47 dito sa Isla ng Las Piñas. Isla talaga yun,
Isla?
hindi naman. Diyan, madam.
Okay naman, it's a beautiful summer morning and hindi pa masyado mainit, pero iinit in a bit. Guys, nakapantulog pa ako if you can notice.
Laban. Hindi naman halata, diba, sa ating mga YouTube video viewers.
Sino
kayo dyan?
Nakapatong yung nakapatong yung vest ko on top of my pantulog because this is how we're gonna do it, guys.
Laban tayo for today's video or podcast. Ayan. This is an exciting episode, madam. Very real, very exciting episode because we will talk about change. Change in everything, madam. Isa to sa mga mahirap na pagdaanan, I must say, na parang naiinis tayo kapag ang hirap, kapag parang, nagsastart na naman tayo from scratch.
Yes. And I think change is something na we cannot ever escape. The only thing we can do is know how to deal with it. So there's physical change, there's mental change, there's financial change, responsibility, relationships, sobrang daming kinds of changes that we have to deal with in our lives. Sometimes all at the same time, diba? So we're gonna talk about that today, guys, and kind of walk you through our our attitude towards change, our mindset towards change, because it's not an easy thing.
Totoo yan. Kasi whenever we feel change, parang nasa uncomfortable zone tayo. We are out of our comfort zones. But how do we actually deal with it? So, siguro, I can maybe start with, a change that's very close to my heart. Wow. Body change, madam. I am 32 years old as of this recording. And kapag medyo nasa late 20s, early 30s ka na, hindi na siya tulad ng dati na hindi ka mabilis mag-gain, hindi ka mabilis mag-lose ng weight, ganon. It really takes so much time and effort and patience. Parang feeling ko nga, pag humihinga lang ako, parang, alam mo yun, nag-change na agad yung body ko. Pero, in terms of, dati yung attitude ko towards that is parang frustrated ako, na parang bakit ganito, bakit ang hindi ako mabilis mag-gain kung gusto ko mag-gain, or hindi ako mabilis mag-lose kung gusto ko mag-lose. Parang there was a time na I was really frustrated, na parang ano ba yan, ine-effort kong mag-gain ng glutes, ganon, pero ang tagal-tagal, alam mo yun, ine-effort kong magpaliit ng puson, pero ang tagal-tagal, hindi ko magawa. Pero I realized na parang this body has been so blessed. This body has been letting me survive every single stress that I have, every single day. Alam mo yun, parang instead of me na niyuyurak yung katawan. Parang yung mindset ko towards that is, salamat kasi nagsusurvive pa yung katawan ko. Ganon. So, it might be frustrating, it might be really hard, it might be, alam mo yun, triggering na nakikita mo yung sarili mo, hindi okay or hindi ka masaya. Pero, we can maybe create a different shift na thank you for letting me survive. Parang high five body. Thank you for allowing me to survive every day. So, ayun. Ikaw, madam, may mga ganong ano ka ba? Yung mga
Oo
ganong
naman,
thoughts.
madam. Like, I think it's a universal experience for us to feel a certain way towards our body. Pero yun nga, like what you said, we are going to continue to change no matter what we do. As in, once we grow, we age, talagang magbabago at magbabago yan. And that's something that I promised myself years ago. Sabi ko, no matter what happens, I need to love my body. Kasi it's really gonna change. And like for example, I know we have a lot of young viewers, mga teenagers, ganyan. Nung teenager ako, I was so skinny, as in naturally skinny. And it took very little effort to maintain that body. Tapos, when I went to college and syempre nagdalaga ako, tapos thesis, dami kong in-order na kape at kung ano-anong iba-ibang frappuccino, mga pang thesis ko na ano. Nagbago talaga yung body ko, super fast. And I didn't see it coming when I was younger. Parang yung transition ko from like 16 years old to 19 years old, I was like, ano nangyayari sa akin? And I thought it was so not normal, but it really is normal. You can't compare yourself to a version of you that's from a different era altogether. Alam mo yun? Like, imagine, madam, if I were to compare myself to my high school body, Diyos ko, Lord, I'm 28 this year. 'Di ba? 28, tapos kino-compare ko sarili ko sa 16. That's
Totoo.
just unfair. It's unfair and at the same time, it's unhealthy. So, what I'm trying to tell myself is like, well, I don't really want to be a 16-year-old anymore. I've grown so much. I've gained so much in experiences and lessons. I am a completely different person. And while I want to honor that part of my life, at the same time, I want to honor this part of my life where I get to do things that I previously couldn't. Like, for example, I can afford to eat. I can afford to eat what I want. Alam mo yun? Na before, hindi naman. And ngayon, yun nga, I'm in Spain for now, 'di ba? Parang dati naalala ko, madam, when I was first here, nako, yung kaba ko every time I would check my ATM, it was very, very real. Tapos, I would eat like a pack of pasta. I would make that last weeks. Kasi, pecha de peligro.
Oo,
Alam mo yun? Like,
oo.
ibang-iba talaga yung buhay ko noon.
Kailangan
versus
ipagkasya.
now. And, okay lang. Tapos, on top of that, there was Miss Universe, 'di ba? Miss Universe, I was so I would say conventionally skinny. And even then, madam, I thought I was bigger. Kasi compared to the other candidates, I was bigger. Pero I really wasn't. It's just a matter of perception. And now that since then I've gained like maybe 10 to 15 pounds. But at the same time, I'm trying to remind myself na, girl, pumayat ka sa stress. And now you're not stressed anymore, you know? I think it's a blessing to be able to deal with my fitness the way that I want to. So, even if things are different, it's a good kind of different. And whatever change I've gone through, it's just a part of life. And I think we just need to give ourselves a little more grace na hindi kasalanan magbago
Totoo.
ang katawan natin. Hindi kasalanan yun. So, 'di ba? Like, let it be. It's just a fact of life. I always try to remind myself, madam, na it could literally change anytime. For example, knock on wood, ma-injure ka. That would change your body.
Yeah.
For example, as women, pag mabuntis ka, 'di ba? Knock on wood, hindi pa ako ready. 2 years. 2 years. Like, for example, tumanda tayo. When we're in our 50s, our 70s, magbabago talaga yung katawan natin. And that's just a fact of life. And that's not something that we should take against ourselves. It's not something that we should see as like a flaw or a fault
Totoo.
na we have to deal with. Ganun lang talaga siya, guys. It
Oo.
happens.
Tsaka we always have to be very gentle with ourselves na parang yun nga, everything will happen. It's just that we just can't forget na let's take care of ourselves as much as we can, and hindi rin natin kasalanan if there will be days na tamad tayo humilos, or tinatamad tayo mag-skincare, or tinatamad tayo mag-workout, ganon. Let's honor our body's limitations. Yun yung favorite kong sinasabi yun ng yoga teacher ko, si Miss O. Hi, Miss O, love you. Lagi niyang sinasabi na there will be times na mahihirapan ka talaga in your routine. Could be in your life, could be in your fitness routine, skincare routine. But always make sure na you have to honor your limitations. Kasi meron talagang mga days na ito yung ceiling mo. Hanggang dito ka lang. Hanggang dito ka pa lang. But always remember na with the days moving forward, once you put in the work, once you put in the effort, once you put in the mindfulness with everything that you do, you will progress.
Yeah.
1% every day.
I love that. Atomic Habits.
Atomic
Our
Habits.
favorite. But speaking of honoring our limitations, madam, sobrang gusto ko yon. Thank you, Miss O, for that reminder. Kasi it also applies to the different factors and different parts of our life. Like, for example, mental health. It's something that happens. Like, for example, there are days na hanggang dito lang emotionally yung kaya ko i-handle. I need to take a step back and like not deal with this right now because I can't, like, I emotionally cannot. Like, oh my gosh, madam. For example, recently, I've been getting a lot of tags and mentions on TikTok over an issue that I'm not even part of. Nakakatawa.
Nakakaloka.
Kwento ko lang, guys. So, there is an ongoing like convenience store issue. Trending video siya na kumbaga bale parang very controversial. Hindi naman very, honestly, like it's not super such a big deal, but it became a big deal because of social media. Kasi nga, ang dami nang gumawa ng memes, ganyan. But the thing is, being a common Pinay, hawig ko kasi yung one of the girls in the video. So people kept tagging me and mentioning me. And I got to a point where I was just like so sick of it. I was so sick of waking up. Especially magkaiba tayong time zone, madam, di ba? So pagka-active ang mga Pinoy, tulog ako. So pagising ko, oh my gosh, grabe talaga. Yung mentions ko, yung tags ko. And I think I just reached like my emotional threshold. And I had to talk to like my friends and be word. And I was like, well, actually, they were like, ayan, you need to take a step back. And I realized, oo nga, no, I do have an emotional threshold na, okay, hanggang dito lang yung kaya
Not
ko.
today.
And I need to honor my limitation
Yes.
na hanggang dun lang. So, let me take a step back. Labas muna ako. Breathe fresh air. See my friends. And then realize na there's this whole world out there, And, ayun nga, going back to change, that's something that I had to learn. And I continuously try to learn about myself. Like, seeing ano yung mga different ways to cope with my changing life, my changing social media life, the amount of people who suddenly know about me, which is, it's weird, from the beginning, lalo na madam, Diyos ko, 5 years, I've been trying to build my presence on social media, and wala, nothing. So, content creator ako for a long time and nobody knew me. And now all of a sudden, people are tagging me. You know that it's a huge shift as well.
Totoo.
But it's a welcome shift.
But
Not all change
yeah,
is, ano naman, is bad.
I'm curious, madam, with the sudden shift of your, I would say, kasikatan, popularity, yung parang biglang parang medyo in overnight na parang, whoa, everyone knows Ayin Bernos. Ano yung mga steps na tinake mo? Sobrang curious ako dun eh.
Oh my gosh, madam. Number one kasi, the first thing is Miss Universe.
Yeah.
When that happened, yun talaga yung pinaka-catalyst. Like, when I joined Miss Universe Philippines, yun yung pinaka-catalyst. Because before naman, yung kahit na merong man nakakakilala sa akin, it's still a very tight-knit community. It's people on TikTok who care about like productivity, self-improvement. So more or less the same community, right?
Yeah.
But then when I joined Miss Universe, I was like thrust into this completely different audience who didn't know me, didn't know my background, and all of a sudden they had comments about me as a person. Tapos parang ako, oh, medyo nahirapan ako. But number one is I had to constantly remind myself that this is just social media. And if I turn off everything, I'm still me.
Yeah.
As in, like, my identity doesn't revolve around how many people know what I do. It doesn't revolve around how many people follow or unfollow me or view my work. It really doesn't affect that. Yung identity ko as a person, my values, my core, I'm the same person. So, like, why should I act differently? So, yun, I needed to keep reminding myself that na ako lang to, it's the same me. Like, don't get overwhelmed. Like, wag ako magpa-apekto sa bashers, but at the same time, wag din ako magpapa-apekto sa sobrang praise. Yun, madam, like, one thing I really needed to ground myself na, okay, positive or negative feedback, I need to go back to Ayin. Kasi, I realized, madam, na nakakaano siya eh. Like, the obviously, yung negative comments, they affect you, right? Pero positive comments rin, they affect you as well.
Exactly.
And it can be a negative way too if you let it get to your head na parang you tend to latch on to the validation of other people, and in the long run, it's unhealthy. Na parang what if one day nobody wants to comment anymore or nobody cares anymore? Like for example, after the pageant, a lot of people forgot about me na rin naman. So parang if I had latched onto that, then ano mangyayari sa akin, 'di ba? Like I would always need that validation. Tapos especially it was very look-centric. Diyos ko, Lord.
Oo.
Kaya important talaga, madam, na I think I relied even more on my support system during those tumultuous times of change. Talagang, balik ako sa friends ko, sa friends, sa family ko, like, people I know and trust, and alam ko sa sarili ko will be there no matter what. And sobrang grateful ako kasi parang mas lalo kong nakilala who those people are. Na parang, hi, it's nice. It's really nice to have that support system. I think, madam, like, matapang ako sa change because I have that support system.
Yeah, super important talaga. I really like it when you said na, yun, ako din kasi sobrang lagi kong ginaground yung sarili ko, na lagi kong nire-remind yung sarili ko when everything is stripped off of me, when no one knows me anymore, sino ba ako? I always go back to the fact na I need to be, kailangan sure na sure ako kung sino ba akong tao, ano ba yung ugali ko, ano yung values ko. Kasi sabi nga nila, no matter what other people tell about you, whether it's positive or negative, it's not you. ikaw pa rin yung nakakaalam kung sino ka ba talaga. Ano ba talaga yung nangyayari sa buong buhay mo? Ano ba yung nararamdaman mo? And yun yung pinaka-valid. Whether it's a positive comment or a negative comment. Ganon.
Ay.
Same goes with... Ano yan? So, go, madam.
Hindi, ang hirap lang nung yung change na ganun, madam. It really, it really set my life on a different path. It's a welcome change. However, even the most welcome changes come with struggle. So, I think something na we don't talk about often is like, what happens when you achieve your dreams? Madam, it gave me an
Eto na.
existential crisis.
Same.
Kasi parang, okay, like, we always work towards something. We work towards something, ganyan. But what happens pag na-achieve mo? Ay, yung change na yun, madam. I know it's a great thing, but at the same time, if you're not ready for it, it's kind of like, what do I do now?
Totoo.
Like, for example, my goal has always been, silver play button. Madam, di ko na lang gagawin to sa sarili ko pagkatapos ko nakuha yung silver play button ko. Tapos parang, kasi I think, it's a good thing, but also now meron siyang setback for me. Kasi parang for a long time, I always used my failures as a way to move forward. As in, pagka nag-fail ako, I'm like, hello, I'm gonna get back up. Like, babawi ako, ganyan. Madam, paano kung nag-succeed ka? Anong gagawin mo? Ano nang purpose mo? Na-realize ko na your purpose cannot be rooted in like proving yourself, in like revenge, in conquering rejections. No, it needs to be much deeper than that. So I think that's the change na currently I'm like trying to figure out. Kasi I'm like, okay, what now? Because remember, okay, the podcast was a rejection at first, and then now it's doing well. So like,
Now what?
purpose, diba?
Now
like
what?
TikTok, I wanted to hit a certain number. When I hit that number, I'm like, now what? So, kailangan yung change na we want to achieve. It's not inspired by something na magbabago. Like, the purpose
Totoo.
needs to be rooted on something much, much deeper than that. So, that's why I'm recalibrating, madam.
The purpose should be bigger and deeper than us. Alam mo yun?
Yes.
Than our existence, I would say. Kasi ako, I must admit, may mga ganon din. Kunwari, say for example, I've always wanted to have a business. Tapos parang ngayon, okay.
Ano na?
Tapos,
Meron na.
I always dreamt of having a team na parang, oh my gosh, ngayon, what? I even have an assistant. Di ba? Parang, what a concept, di ba? Parang dati, nasa journal lang natin yan, pinapangarap lang natin, nasa dream board natin. But ako kasi, I feel like, kaya rin ako matapang with change. Kasi, whenever I reach the level ng dreams ko, I always want to go to the next level. Kasi, sabi nga nila, there will be times in your life na kung ano yung ceiling mo before, yun na yung floor mo. Gets? Kasi, say for example, when you level up, na-reach mo na tong flight ng stairs na to. Siyempre, may gusto ka pang isang i-achieve, ganyan. So, yung floor mo, nagiging ceiling, yung ceiling mo dati, nagiging floor mo na. And, parang, as people kasi, we always crave for growth. Not just us our team craves for growth. Our community craves for growth. So, as leaders, as industry leaders now, how can we help them further? I guess yun yung isa sa gusto ko ring isolve. Yun yung isa sa mga purposes ko in life na how can I, leadership-wise, how can I be a better leader for my team? How can I be a better leader for my community? How can I help more? Ganon. So, it's a scary thing. Lagi ako naghahanap ng scary thing in life kasi when I feel like I'm scared, alam ko na there will be growth. Yun talaga. Lagi akong naghahanap ng mga nakakatakot na gawin in life.
Did you always know, madam, na parang that was gonna be the next step after you get your, like parang when you achieve your goal, like did you always know na parang, ay okay, now it's about leadership, and how did you figure that out?
Not at all. Kasi, I've been there, yung dun sa question na, now what? Ano na ngayon? Pero I realized na parang yun nga, when I told myself na, my purpose shouldn't be anchored on how much money I earn, or my purpose shouldn't be anchored with how many followers or I have. Alam mo yun, parang ano yung pwede kong gawin sa buhay ko na at the end of the day, marami akong natulungan. Marami akong mga buhay na na-change. Ganon. It could be different to other people, pero ako, parang dun ko na-realize na, hey, I want to be a better leader for my team. I want to be a better leader for the community. Na if I will be able to save a single soul in a day, why not? I would be happy. Ganon. In terms of leadership, sobrang layo ko pa. Ang dami ko pang kailangang matutunan. Ang dami ko pang kailangang ma-experience. But it's a challenge na gusto kong tahakin. It's a difficulty. It's a change na I'd like to experience. Ganon.
That's nice. I think, madam, like one more step when we manifest and we try to achieve our goals. Nahalimutan natin siguro, parang feeling ko, it has to be said na you need to look beyond that and actually believe na you can make it happen. So you can anticipate that change. Kasi, ko yun yung nagkulang sa akin na, yeah, I was manifesting. I was working hard towards my dreams. As in, like, trabaho talaga ako. Pero hindi ako fully, like, I didn't fully believe na it was possible. So, when it happened, I was like, what now? Like, what is this change? As in, like, madam, ang tagal talaga nung transition period ko because I didn't know na carry ko pala talaga. So, I think, just maybe a reminder for you guys na anything is possible.
Totoo.
Na literally the wildest dream. Sino ba naman mag-aakala na makakapag Miss Universe Philippines ako, di ba? Na parang, akala ko talaga like, naniwala ako to a certain extent. But I was like, at the same time, very
limit,
conservative na parang, very conservative na parang, might not happen. Okay lang din. But it happened.
Yeah.
Tapos parang, you need to open yourself up to the possibility of your dreams all coming true and your life changing for the better. And when that happens, be ready for that change. Be ready for everything that comes with it. Because as much as we want to dream, we also know na with hard work, sometimes, it does happen.
Totoo.
But what's next? Life doesn't end when you achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
So, I think, madam, I learned not to put dreams on a pedestal na
I
parang,
love that. Okay.
'di ba? Parang sobrang layo niya. Sobrang iba niya. Sobrang hindi ko siya maabot. Kasi paano kung maabot mo na tapos hindi mo na alam gagawin mo sa sarili mo, 'di ba? How are you gonna deal with that change? So, these things just happen to us. If they happen, great. If they don't happen, okay, I'll do something else. But at the end of the day, like, we are who we are. We are our values. We are our core. We are our relationships. And those things are ultimately more important than what's surrounding us. So parang lagi ko lang pinapaalala sa akin na yung fluctuation, 'di ba? Nagfa-fluctuate yung mga bagay-bagay. So parang I can't depend my worth on obviously the things that fluctuate. So for example, I used to think about that as I can't depend my self-worth on my my body 'Diba? Nagpa-fluctuate
Yes.
kasi yung body ko. But at the same time, madam, I can't depend my self-worth on my career.
Yep.
That's gonna fluctuate. And right now it's like going up, and still, even if it's going up, that's still fluctuating. And it's still affecting us, like emotionally, mentally. So instead of like rooting your self-worth and kung okay, alam mo yun, yung pagkatao mo on something that's so external, something that's so volatile. Wow, volatile.
Volatility.
Volatility. Word of the day. But anyway, something that's changing so much, then we should just remember like who we are at the end of it all. So yun, I feel like it's just a great way to look at change na parang, yes. Ano nga sabi nga ni Stephen Covey, like, in order to achieve, don't quote me, baka mali ako ng exact quotation. But basically, in order to achieve real change, kasi if we want to improve something in our lives, ganyan, if we want to be better, we need to have something so unchangeable. And that's our values. Diba?
Yes, true.
Nung nabasa ko talaga yun, sabi ko, oh my gosh, ano nga ba ang values ko?
Diba? Napaisip tayo bigla. Ako naman, madam, ang mindset ko with change definitely is like, I see change as a game. So, say, gamer. So, 'di ba? So, syempre, 'di ba, in life, kapag level 1 ka, merong mga difficulties. May mga difficulties, tas maa-achieve mo na siya. Okay, tapos na ako sa level 1. But then, mapupunta ka na sa level 2. 'Di ba? Level 2 na, mas mahirap, ganyan. But then, alam mo na yung mga moves, kung saan ka tatalon, saan ka pupunta. Kahit marami kang failures, pupunta ka ng level 1. Kapag paulit-ulit mo na, mga 30 times mo na nagawa yung level 2, alam mo na yung diskarte. Medyo mas madali na, alam mo na yung timing ng talon, whatever. Alam mo na kung saan yung mga coins kukunin. Tapos, but then, pupunta ka ulit ng level 3. Mas mahihirapan ka. So, I feel like yung transition from level 1, level 2, level 3, that's change. Kasi mag-iiba yung dynamics per level eh. So, I feel like in life, once na-achieve ko na si level 1, I am anticipating change. I always anticipate change. Na parang, okay, may mga times na say for example, so syempre, with business na lang say for example, naka-build na ako ng business. That's level 1. Now, I'm trying to build a team. That's level 2. Syempre, may hardships doon. Hindi mo alam kung paano mag-build ng team. Aalamin mo. Level 3 is how do I expand the business? Ganon. So, it's level 3. So, I always anticipate na, okay, kapag mag-scale up ako ng business, ano yung probable hardships na pwede kong mapagdaanan? So, now I prepare myself for change. Ganon. Now that I am prepared for change, meron pa rin mga outside forces na hindi mo ma-foresee. So, sinasabi ko na sa sarili ko, ina-anticipate ko na may mangyayari para kapag nangyari na sa akin, masasabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, eto pala yun. Eto pala yung paghihirap na pagdadaanan ko. And then, iiiyak ko lang, magbe-breakdown ako sa CR, alam mo yun, parang I will latch on talaga. I will go to my support system, tapos ikikwento ko lang, and then I'll be okay. Alam mo yun, parang siguro it's the mindset of welcoming change in my life, even if it's difficult. Ganon.
I think, madam, ang ganda nung parang may sistema ka with change, na parang visualizing it as a game, as a gamer girl.
As a gamer girl, wow.
Gamer wife,
Gamer
yarn.
wife. Okay.
Parang, ang ganda nung sistema kasi I feel like, when you grow up, di ba, may sistema sa school. So, there's grade school, high school, senior high, college. So, parang everything, the change was laid out for you. There's a system for change. And as soon as you graduate, you're kind of like, What's the system now? Literally, the possibilities are endless. You could be anything you want. You could get whatever job you want. You could be a freelancer. You could be a content creator. You could be a business owner. But at the same time, you can do the corporate route, the corporate ladder. There's a system for that too. Pero it's kind of confusing because like you realize once you get out of this the pre-assigned system for us after college, high school, you realize na oh my gosh, the world is whatever I make it. Like, alam mo yon
Yeah.
yung depende sa diskarte ko.
Pwede
Dati
pala yon?
Oo, parang kasi 'di ba when you're in school, you're like, oh, you get to the end of the year, ipasa mo yung grades mo, and then you move on to the next one. That's the change. But my gosh, guys, I think yun lang. Isa pang change when you go from meron kang sistema sa school, may sistema ka doon, tapos all of a sudden, ikaw na bahala sa opportunities mo. Ikaw na bahala mag-risk. Oh my gosh, nakakaloka yung change na yun. Naalala, alam mo yung feeling na gano'n? Yung parang, like, I'm out of college and ako na bahala sa diskarte ko. It's kind of, it's a scary kind of
Yeah.
change. But at the same time, I think it's also a good way to look at it. Like how you explained kanina. Like you can create your own system for change. You can create your own milestones. You can create your own timeline. So no matter how long it's gonna take, for example, I guess to illustrate to you guys, like for me, I worked a corporate job that was my 9 to 5, but I also had a 5 to 9. So after my corporate job, I worked like ang dami kong as a rocketera, nagko-content ako kasi gusto ko maging content creator, pero at the same time, paano ko ma-afford yung mga equipment ko, yung makeup ko, yung ganyan. So I also had like my freelance stuff na social media management, mga ganyan. Tapos so na-realize ko na, okay, I can make my own system. And literally, madam, I would draw these things out. As in, magagawa akong diagram, gagawa ako ng
Same.
table, ng milestones. As in, like, ano ba yung mga gusto kong milestones per ano. Ang problema lang, madam, hindi ko na-anticipate na dadating ako dun sa part na, okay, eto na yung full-time.
Dulo.
Kasi madam, ang nasa taas nun, become a full-time content creator.
Oh.
Pagdating ko dun, walang kasunod, madam. Hindi ko nagawa ng kasunod. As in, parang, kaya nga ako, okay, now what? Diba? So, ayun. Anyway, yun yung naging sistema ko. So, meron akong sistema after college. May mga milestones ako na gusto ma-achieve. Pero nung yung full-time content creator, that was like the pinnacle of my dreams. And now it's like, I don't really know what to do.
It will come. Ano na? Authoristers.
Ay, yun nga, madam.
Oh.
Authorist, become a better CEO, grow the businesses. As in, parang, na-realize ko, I think, madam, kasi sanay ako before na ako lang mag-isa. Tapos ngayon, I'm adapting. My current change that I'm dealing with is becoming a leader. Wala
Ako
pa ako dun,
din.
madam, sa level mo. Hindi, ikaw, madam, kahit papano, nasa level 3. Ako nasa level 1 ako ng leadership. It's like, I really don't know how to, manage pa. So, I'm trying to learn, literally taking courses, going on YouTube, as in listening to leadership, Diyos ko, Lord. Hindi ko in-expect kasi na I would, I wanted it. I didn't anticipate it. I think anticipate is the word, madam. Na, I wanna absorb your mindset of anticipating change. Kasi, yes, I dream it. I want it. Pero I don't anticipate.
Yeah.
So ngayon na I think I'm trying to learn how to be a leader. I'm trying to learn how to be a CEO. Kasi, yun nga, madam, iba ang CEO sa solo entrepreneur. Magkaiba
Sobrang
siya.
iba. Oo,
So,
sobrang iba.
ayun. I'm learning so much.
Oo, kasi whenever I cry, Alam mo yun, kapag nasa breakdown na clock moment ako, na parang ang hirap-hirap ng ginagawa ko. Bakit ko ba to ginagawa? Ganun. I always go back to the mindset na maybe I'm just going through change. Maybe after this, it gets better. Maybe after this situation, I learn lessons just so I won't do it again anymore. Parang in the middle of my breakdown na clock na parang, am I really worth it? Am I really worth this position? Parang lagi kong nire-remind yung sarili ko na baka I'm being a better leader because nararanasan ko tong concern na to right now. Maybe natututo ako, kaya ko to na-experience. Kasi kung hindi ko to ma-experience, paano ko ma-realize yung mga lessons after? Mga ganon.
Change really is uncomfortable.
It
Sometimes change is, being frustrated about something that you really want to achieve, really want to do, really want to learn, and realizing you're not up for the task yet. But at the same time, that's how you learn. That's how lessons are absorbed. Change is really discomfort, guys. It's uncomfortable as
But at the same time, change is also growth.
Yes, it's growth, and it should be welcome. Parang na-excite ako, madam, in a way, dun sa yung mga changes ko before, like, that I anticipated. For example, like, moving back to the Philippines. That was like, I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea of it, but I knew it was necessary. It's something that I needed to do. And in fairness, these things pay off. For example, madam, oh my gosh, the change from being a strong, independent, single lady to having a healthy relationship, kahit na that's a welcome change, madam, it still takes work. It still takes work to be a jowa. Like, what? I need to consider other people now? Like, what?
Totoo.
I have to plan with another person? Like, huh?
Totoo.
I only plan for myself. So parang it's natatawa lang ako because, like I said, hindi nga ako magaling, unlike you, madam, na anticipating change. Ako hindi ko in-anticipate. Gusto ko ng jowa, pero hindi ko in-anticipate na, if you get a jowa, ayin, you will start having to, look at the future differently. Kasi syempre, pag serious relationship, alam mo yun, like, saan ako magsisettle down? Hindi, alam nga naman na, alam mo yun? Hindi ko, madam,
Maraming
natatawa
considerations.
Ako. Oo, ang daming considerations. Before, jowang-jowa ako. Tapos, biglang nagka-jowa ako.
Ngayon,
Wait, what? I need to work in order to maintain a stable, healthy relationship?
diba?
Like, I need to give another person my time? Pero it's
He needs
great,
to know my schedule.
And he cares about me?
What a concept.
It's so weird. Pero, yun nga, just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean it's not welcome. Like, I needed to adjust to that. And ngayon naman na natututo na ako na maging girlfriend, it's also nice because then we can move to the next level ng comfort ng relationship na parang, pwede na meet the family, yung mga ganyan. Dati talaga, madam, pag inaalala ko yung mga earlier stages, even the mere thought of telling my parents na, I have a boyfriend, parang, katakot. Tapos ngayon parang, alam mo yun, it really does change. And
it gets better. It gets better every time.
If you zoom out, madam,
Gumagaling ka sa level ng buhay. Ganon.
Parang, wow, things do get easier. Like, kasi sometimes it's easy to focus on the things that we're struggling with. But if we zoom out, we realize na, gumaling ako doon. Natuto ako doon.
In fairness sa atin, totoo yun. Kaya mga madam, if you are going through anything difficult right now, any scary thing right now, it is change. Anticipate and embrace change because it is growth. It's ultimately growth.
I love that. Ah, mga madam, if you're going through something in your life, let us know when you share this episode on social. That's at Camp Confidence Radio. Tag us. Let us know kung ano yung change na pinagdadaanan nyo and kung ano yung mga gusto nyo pang ma-experience na change. I think idagdag natin to sa manifestation natin, mga madam. Like, if you achieve your dream, what's the next level? Don't be like me na hindi nag-anticipate. So, anticipate natin yan. Let's welcome good change. Let's welcome progress and growth, and let us know how it goes for you. And yeah, we're rooting for you guys.
Thank you so much, mga madam. We love you. See you on the
Bye,
next
mga
episode.
madam.